I finally came up with my answer to who is the best player in the world. For months and months, I've been telling you guys that I've been debating with myself about who is the best player in the NBA. For the past 3 years, I've said it's been KD, and I said it hasn't been close. I'm a KD fan, so might be a little biased, but like I just never felt like over these last 3 years, LeBron was touching him. Curry, Giannis, nobody. I never really felt like anybody was touching him. Then last year in the playoffs, KD and Giannis faced off. And they both went crazy and they both went at each other. But Giannis ended up coming out with the win. But even then, I still said KD is the best player in the world. And I don't have to think about it. And going into this year, I still said it. Even after Giannis just won the NBA championship, NBA MVP, that KD is the best player in the world. And about 2 months ago, Giannis was going absolutely crazy while KD was injured, and it started to make me think. It started to make me think a lot, man. I was like, maybe I just gotta really look at this. Stop looking at it with a closed mind, and it really made me think. And I was struggling to figure out an answer. And now that they are both back playing elite level basketball, I finally picked my answer. And yes, yesterday helped. Now they played each other last night. Giannis' stats from last night was 44 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 66% from the field and 78% from the line. KD, he dropped 26 points, 7 points, and 11 assists, shooting 47% from the field, 50% from the three, and 100% from the line. Now, I am not one of those stat watching guys, them weird guys that base everything off stats. But, man, those stats are crazy. For both guys, those stats are really crazy. Off those stats, it's obvious to say that Giannis had the best game. It really is, man. 44, 14 and 6, 66% from the field, 78% from the three. It's obvious to say he's had the best game. And the type of game that he had yesterday, it was kind of alarming. And as an NBA fan, it was kind of scary, bro. It was kind of scary, the stuff that he was doing. Not only the step back three, but the hezzy and the fadeaway shots. I'm like we got to start talking about this guy now. KD, he even tried to guard Giannis. He just couldn't do it. KD's a really, really good defender. He's earned that title now. He's a really, really good defender. He's just too small, bro. I've never seen a player, and I didn't grow up watching Shaq. I didn't grow up watching basketball. I just started watching basketball like 2012. I didn't get to see prime Shaq. So this right here is the most dominant player I've ever seen in my life. He bullied everybody in the whole team. There's nobody in the league that can guard Giannis, and it's definitely nobody on the freaking Nets that can guard Giannis. And he showed that. The guy shot 78% from the free throw line. Got to the line 19 times and hit 15 out of 19 free throws. Completely dominant. Guess what also happened though? Giannis guarded KD for the last 10 minutes of the game. Remember that time where we were asking, why is Giannis never guarding the best player? Well, we want to give him Defensive Player of the Year. We can't say that no more. Last year, guarded Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. Guarded DeAndre Ayton last year in the finals. Not no real dominant player, but DeAndre Ayton can get his buckets sometime. Guarded DeAndre Ayton in the finals. Yesterday, Chris Middleton got ejected for no reason. It should have been a flagrant one, not a flagrant two. But he got ejected. Giannis guarded KD for the last 10 minutes of the game. Something we never seen him do. We wanted him to guard KD so bad in that playoff series. He never did. He came out with the dub. Yesterday he came out with the dub again. I seen Giannis fighting over screens to guard KD. I've never seen this hunger in a player except Kobe. Motherfucker wants it. Or except 2016 LeBron. That motherfucker's crazy. And 2018 LeBron. He stepped up yesterday, bro. The thing we've been asking him to do for years is just guard the best player. He finally did it. And then the freaking step back three was so smooth. It literally made my stomach hurt because I was like, oh, damn, he missed this. He got the ball. It's on right now. Got the ball. Snatch. Step back. Fluid. Water. It was so wild, bro. So wild. Remember that time where people were out here arguing if is Giannis a real Batman? Basically saying, is he a real number one option? Because he really doesn't get the ball in the clutch, which was always really false. Yesterday he proved he's the Batman and probably the best Batman in the league. One of the most dominant players we have ever seen in our lives, man. He dominated yesterday, man. Even the clutch free throws in overtime. The stuff that he usually doesn't do, man, he did, and he hooped his butt off. But let's not always all talk about Giannis. KD had a decent game, too. He had a really good game. When I watched the highlights, because I watched it over again, I don't remember if he started or not. Because, it was 11 minutes in the first quarter, and KD wasn't on the court. I don't know what happened. But KD had a tough game. Wesley Matthews stuck really good defense, bro. We was always wondering, all right, they lost PJ Tucker. Who's going to be that KD assignment? Not saying Wesley Matthews in the game 7 can guard KD. He did a really good job, bro. I think he held, KD, Kyrie, and Steph Curry to, 24%. I think they only hit 5 shots on him. He played really, really good defense yesterday. But KD also had a really good game, man. He had a really, really good game. But I just got to say it. Giannis is the best player in the world. That's my answer. He's 1A. KD is still 1E, 1B. But my whole time I was thinking Giannis is 1B. Now he's 1A. He's him. Everything people criticize him for doing for the last few years, he's done. He's won championships. He showed up in the playoffs. Had elite playoff runs. Still the best player. Had clutch games. He's done everything. He's number 1. We got to give it to him. We got to give it to him. And now when we talk about the MVP race, to me, it is over Giannis' MVP. I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks. It's not just me saying this because he beat Embiid earlier this week, dropped 40 on his head, and had the game-saving block on his head. I'm not saying that, then he beat KD yesterday, dominated KD yesterday. I'm not just saying that. I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks, but I think this week definitely just proved that he can't be fucked with. He's the best player in the league. KD's 1B, but this is 1A. And like I said, when it comes to the playoffs, I can't see a team beating this team in 7. I just can't, bro. They have literally everything to beat you. They have everything. They have a superstar. They have 2 all-stars. Drew Holiday is as great as they come. As clutch as they come in the fourth quarter. Brook Lopez played really, really good defense against Joel Embiid the other day. It's just, the only team that can beat this team is the Nets, but I don't think they can. I don't think they can, bro. That whole Miami Heat can help make this team struggle. I don't believe it no more. I don't. Especially when Jimmy Butler been fuck no. We gotta rely on Tyler Hero to make clutch buckets. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This man is a cornerstone piece, and I think the championships are about to start racking up. And my last statement is, at 28. I can say this. I will put my whole bank account on this. Giannis, when it's all said and done, will be sitting at that table next to Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant. The 4 GOATs of NBA basketball.